Hello and welcome to Climbing Daily and welcome to the Arc'teryx Alpine Academy. We're up at Brevant, high above Chamonix, for some rock climbing tips. So we've come down to this little crag just round the corner from Brevant, and the guys are all behind me learning about trad skills, anchor building, gear placements, everything you'd need to know for that. And as usual at the Arc'teryx Alpine Academy, there's guides giving the instruction and then athletes backing them up and giving pro tips. So Will is in there showing them how he does it.
Put my hand in like so and just drop that thumb.
So these clinics go on all day and it's really hard for us to show you guys all the things that the participants are learning. So we thought we'd grab Will for some pro tips.
Hi, my name's Will Stanhope and we're doing 3 top tips of trad climbing out here on the Brevant. Psyched to be here. Okay, tip number 1, we're going to talk about hand jamming. Yeah, basically the most solid hold in the universe once you get used to it. And yeah, I'm going to show you how to do it right here, right now. So this is the hand jam. It can seem a little bit weird for people when they're getting used to it, but once you're familiar, it's the most solid hold of all time. So basically you put your hand in as slim as possible, and it's all about just dropping that thumb and creating a wedge. And so you can do it thumbs up like so, or you can do it thumbs down as well. Generally speaking, I prefer the thumbs up because you can just move a little bit further with your body that way. The thumbs down kind of like it takes a bit of your skeleton out. So yeah, that's the jam right there. A little bit weird to start with, it can hurt a bit, but then it's yeah, the most solid hold of all time. Tip number 2, racking strategy. A lot of people have different ideas of how to do this. I'd say the one big thing is just consistency. If you've got a plan and you've been doing it for a while, just stick with it, because that's basically the most important thing when you're pumped out of your mind and trying to place gear. So what I like to do is I like to go with my smallest cams at the front, because generally speaking, if you're in a tight crack, it's going to be harder. So I go like in this case a blue Metolius on one side. Basically I'm just getting bigger and bigger as I go through my harness here. I like to go gates out. Not everybody likes to go gates out. It's just kind of my preferred method. I find gates in, sometimes when you're in a chimney, the beaners can unclip themselves, but you know, everybody's different. And again, the biggest thing is just consistency, so that you can basically do it blind. When you're tired, pumped, you can just intuitively know how to take a cam off your harness. And then I tend to put my wires on the back of my harness just because I don't place them as much. You know, if you're in Pembroke or if you're in the UK, that might be different. You might want the wires front and center. And then I'll have my quick draws at the back of my harness on the back 2 loops. Same deal with my belay device and my cordelette or double link sling for the anchor. So that's the way I do it. It's not for everybody, but yeah, works for me. Tip number 3, foot jamming. So the most critical thing about the foot jam is not putting it in too deep, just kind of twisting with the foot, dropping the heel, and then yeah, quick release, being able to pop it out and move on to the next move.
So there you go, 3 tips from Will that will help you get started on your trad journey. And if you want to learn more skills like this, then do look into the Arc'teryx Alpine Academy for 2020. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.